Hello students. So today's lecture is based on the topic inventory management. So we are going to study about what is inventory, how to manage the inventory. So first of all, we are very well aware of that inventories means stock. So inventories are one of the important assets of the firm, and as such they represent an investment also, because such investment requires the commitment of funds. So the managers must ensure that the firm maintain sufficient amount of the inventory at a right level of the quantity. So if they become too large, the firm loses the opportunity to employ those funds more effectively. And similarly, if the inventory stock is maintained in a very small quantity, then the firm is going to lose the sales and ultimately profit. So it is required that optimum level of the inventory should be maintained, and that can be maintained with the help of certain techniques or models like EOQ, economic order quantity model, for determining the right level of the inventory. We'll come to the different models or the techniques of the inventory in this topic. So before starting with the inventory management, we know that inventory means the three types: raw materials, work in process, and finished goods. So what do you mean by raw materials? Raw material include the material which is used in the production process, and we know that every manufacturing firm has to carry out certain stock of the raw materials in the stores. Raw material is the first hand material which is used for the production process, and it is generally required by the production department. So how much amount of the raw material has to be kept by the firm? It mainly depends upon the number of factors. Now those factors can be decided including the speed with which the raw material has to be ordered or procured. So we know that its purpose is to carry out the production process smoothly, and the raw material basic objective is to make the final product. And purchasing and production executives are mainly the responsible personals who are undertaking the responsibility of monitoring and controlling the raw materials. Second inventory type is work in progress, or it is also called as work in process. Work in process inventory is one of the intermediate stage of the production, which means that the raw material is engaged in the incomplete phase of the production schedule. Incomplete phase means they are either, you can call it as, partially produced goods or partially completed goods. And the value of the work in progress includes the raw material stock, direct wages, expenses which are already incurred, and the overheads if any. So work in progress inventory is containing the partially produced goods. The quantity or the value of the work in progress mainly depends upon the length of the production cycle. In case it is a short production cycle, the work in progress will be small, and vice versa. If the production cycle is lengthy, the firm will be having the large work in progress. Another type of the inventory, the third type of inventory, is known as the finished goods. These are the goods which are either being purchased by the firm or they are being produced or processed by the firm so as to make them sale to the customers. So we know that the purpose of the finished goods inventory is to carry out the production process along with the sales function, so that sales can occur and the profit is also generated by the firm. So we can say that finished goods, for handling the finished goods, mainly the production and marketing executives are the personals which are playing the major role. So we know that inventory management is one of the most important responsibility of a firm's financial manager how to maintain the inventory, in how much quantity they have to maintain the inventory, when to maintain the sufficient amount of the inventory so that the profitability and liquidity is maintained at the optimum level. So therefore we can say that the role of the inventory manager is to maintain the trade-off between the benefit and cost which are associated with the inventory. There are certain costs and benefits which are associated with the inventory that we'll be studying in the further slides. Because excessive inventory uses cash, efficient management of inventory increases the firm's value. Now, inventory represents the second largest asset category for manufacturing expenses, next only to plant and equipment. Means for the production process by the manufacturing firms, it is not only the plant or the equipment which is considered important for the installation of the finished product production, but also stock, which is the most liquid asset, which is the most important asset or the current asset of the firm. And generally it is known that the proportion of the inventories to total assets generally varies between 15 to 30% of the total assets. Now, the decisions relating to the stock, they are primarily taken by the executives who are involved in the manufacturing process, who are involved in the purchasing process, or the marketing departments. So with the cooperation of all these three departments, the inventory stock is decided. Raw material policies are shaped by the purchasing and production executives. Work in progress inventory is mainly influenced by the decision of the production executives, means how much stock is required for the work in progress, for the raw material or for the finished goods. Finished goods inventory policy is mainly evolved by the production and marketing executives. Yet, as an inventory management being an important giving an important financial implications, the finance manager has a responsibility to ensure that stock is being monitored and controlled in a systematic manner. There are certain benefits of holding the inventory. Now, what can be those certain benefits or reasons? First, inventory helps to minimize the risk that the firm will not be able to obtain an input it needs for production. Overall, it means that sufficient amount of inventory has to be maintained by the firm, because so as to avoid the loss of sales or the profit. So to avoid the position of stock out, we have to maintain the sufficient amount of the inventory. And sometimes the firms may also hold the inventory because of the seasonality in demand, which means that customer purchases do not perfectly match the most efficient production style. Now, the benefits of holding enough inventory can be better understood in this way. If you are investing less in the inventory or a stock, the production goes down. If the production goes down, it means it is going to affect the production of the goods. So goods are being produced less. If the goods are being produced less and the production is low or nullified, so it will decrease the sales and it will generate very less profit. So overall, the profit and the sales is being ultimately affected with the production of the inventory. Now, these are certain important cost of inventory which are considered important by every manufacturing process. Ordering cost, carrying cost, and shortage cost. Let us take them one by one. Ordering cost means the cost of acquisition of inventories. acquisition of inventories means whenever you are going to acquire the stock from your supplier, this kind of cost will be incurred. So it is one of the cost of preparation and execution of an order. For example, cost of paperwork, communicating with the supplier. So the total amount of the annual cost consists of the ordering cost plus the carrying cost. So these were certain explanations related to the ordering cost. It pertains to items manufactured in the company. It includes the expenses like the setup cost, receiving and placing in storage. Means overall it is what cost per order. Next is your carrying cost. Carrying cost is also one of the important cost which is incurred in keeping or maintaining an inventory of 1 unit of raw material or work in progress or finished goods. There are basically two types of cost which are associated with the carrying cost. They are cost of storage and cost of financing. Cost of storage means like the cost of people you have employed for the security of the stock, cost of infrastructure required, cost of insurance, warehousing cost, handling cost. Cost of financing means any kind of income which could have been earned by investing these funds anywhere. So it is 100% variable cost, and it directly rises in direct proportion to the level of inventory. Means as you are increasing the quantity of the inventory, the carrying cost also increases because it is one of the maintenance cost. Shortage cost, it mainly arises when the inventory is short of the requirements to meet the demands of the customers. So it can result in the certain consequences like high cost, like you can say less efficient and uneconomic production schedules. It might lead to customer dissatisfaction, loss of sales, loss of profit. So we can say that when a firm orders large quantity of the inventory in a bid to reduce the total ordering cost, the average inventory and the other things being equal tends to be high, thereby increasing the carrying cost. Next is cost of holding inventory in just-in-time inventory management. Just-in-time means that you are holding less or none of the stock after your production process and you are immediately transferring to the marketing department or the sales department to sell. Means some firms, they are seeking to reduce their carrying cost as much as possible. Whenever we talk of carrying cost, it means what? Maintenance cost or the storage cost. So to avoid much of your carrying cost, just in time is one of the technique of the inventory which is followed by the firms. And with this technique, a firm acquires inventory precisely when needed so that its inventory balance is always zero or very minimum or close to it. So this technique mainly requires the good coordination with the suppliers. Means whenever the raw material is required from the supplier, it is immediately given to you. You don't have to maintain any of the storage for it. Predictable demand for the firm's products. You know very good prediction about how much demand will be created by your customers, and accordingly you are procuring the goods from your supplier and producing it. Good production planning is also essential. So apart from the demand and coordination, another good point is that good production planning is also essential. Means you are able to plan and monitor your production process in a systematic way. So this was all about the inventory management concept. So if the basic financial problem, that is how to manage the inventory, how to determine the proper level of the investment in the inventory is planned accurately, and how we have to decide how much inventory has to be acquired during each period to maintain the right level of the quantity. If all this is done by the firm's finance manager, or the role of the inventory manager, you can say, if it is done in a systematic way, the entire liquidity position can be handled and monitored in a systematic way. So this was all about the inventory management concept.